Warning. You back
My
on Witcher.
lieutenant demanded
Same spot we
we
left off at.
defecate on command. Ballista bolts landing all around, and all he could say was, "A soldier with a full stomach will not step onto the battlefield." Now shit, that is an order. Can you believe it? The cretin.
Stop! You're killing me. My ribs. It hurts to laugh.
That needs a tourniquet. But first, want to explain what's going on here?
Bastian! Has this Nilfgaardian captured you?
No. He saved my life. I got a cut to my side, and then got hit in the head. Couldn't see anything. Rosin here found me as he crawled across the battlefield. His legs twisted. And so we were.
Don't let you twist
Blind man leading a cripple. Found this place.
I'm taking you home. We need to see to these wounds.
I won't leave Rosin here. Alone he'll die. And he can't go back to his home. He's deserted. They'll hang him.
And what if they find him with us? They'll hang us all, my Laisha included. No, the Blacken stays here.
Bastian only made it with the Black One's help. Maybe you ought to show him Nordlings aren't as barbarous as Nilfgaardians make us out to be.
Well, I could give him our pa's clothes, teach him to work the field. But that accent... Fine, I'll take him in.
Look at us.
Thank you, Witcher. Your reward. And the gods protect you.
Look at us. It's only 25. That's a problem, though. I used to have a bottle of my horse on the last one.
Let's go.
Hey, glitch and won't let me get on. I just run right next to him. Oh shit. Time to go. Huh? Grab it. Red Dead, I probably would have missed like one of these.
Tracks that long.
I'm gonna try to do as much traveling as I can, but when it's ridiculous like that, I don't got no choice.
Sits in the old oak tree, grew inside
Told me about Smith Boy. Lad got
We
missing
will be
so
meeting.
folk
My
ran
Boris
in
will never believe it.
started poking asking when he started twisting and squirming, so wham bam, they knocked his head off.
Oh, so it was. Sector was some drowner. Witcher.
If you want to see a list of components and ingredients required for giving a formula or diagram, when you enter shop panel, select it and perform pen action. If you select crafting diagram or alchemy formula and pin it, a list of components and ingredients needed to craft the item will appear in the shop panel. That makes it easier to keep track of what you need, but you still need to acquire. I thought I had. There you go. Toxic.
It's raining, it's pouring, Emperor Lear's snoring. He bumped his head when he went to bed and wet himself till morning.
What do you say? Who taught you that?
Chetty.
Hair folks in the north, if you're yearning for freedom, if you're prepared to take up arms to defeat the motherland, head to the woods. We grow stronger by the day, we soon shoulder the good of guardians, vermin, determination, the Terminator nation will not bear it yoke without a fight. If your heart bleeds blue and lion and golden lists, you will soon die for your country than live as a slave for foreigners. That by the order of His Imperial Majesty High Command, all able-bodied man, all able-bodied, yeah man, of White Orchard must present themselves to the village inn. I could take these, but I don't know. Contract. Okay, this is a contract. There's a war on, and every man got trouble enough of his own, but perhaps there's one who could help with the father in need. You'll all surely know the well and the ruined village, and the devil that guides it with jealous fury. And if you don't know, well, come and ask, I'll tell you. Whoever drives this monster away from the well will get a fat purse of gold, full gold. Just don't tatter.
Now listen carefully. You're never to sing that rhyme again. Never. And you're not to play with Chetty no more.
Chetty's my best mate.
Chetty's a little fool.
Greetings, good man. Having trouble with your well? That's what I read.
Aye. 'Tis haunted. Has been for a good 20 years.
20? So why'd you put out a notice just now?
Because earlier on we drew our water from the river. But so many corpses floating in it after the battle it's turned noxious. My daughter Mandy drank half a pitcher. Felt dreadfully ill, can't keep nothing down. She grows worse by the day. Herbalist claims you fight a fever with drink. And not beer nor cider, but water. Clear, pure water. And where am I to get that if not from the well? But first, the ghost's got to be driven away. And it don't let any man near.
This ghost. Describe it for me.
Well, it's awful frightening. Awful.
I meant, what does it look like?
It looks like a woman, but fresh from the grave. Wears a dirty dress, all rags, its skin flaking off its bones, and it howls like it's suffering.
Some wraith. Or maybe an alp.
If you don't wallop it, Master, if you don't take care of it, that is, it'll come kill me daughter.
I'm sorry.
But this is my job, so let's talk about my pay.
Something not right with the coin.
Haggle.
If you could drop your price a bit, I'm sure we'd agree. If you could drop your price a bit, I'm sure we'd agree. That settles it then.
Fine, I'll help. Where's this well?
In Havel. A settlement on the heights. It's abandoned now. No one ventures there on account of the ghost being about. Drive it off. Please.
Into so maybe a wraith.
That's it, Roach. The infamous well. Strange. No sign of a ghost. Maybe it only shows at a certain time of day. Grass around the well's scorched.
God, he probably just did that.
Journal. Might be useful.
It happened. Valker sent a petition of grievance against the Lord to the court of Vermes. Vizimi. My bad. Listed all the harm he's done us. Now he killed Johnny for not taking off his cap quick enough. How he trying to put on our fields when drunk, with ne'er a thought of repayment. How he barged in during Peter's wedding and demanded his rights to the first night. Now we first, damn, I don't fuck my wife on the first night. Now we finally got what we begged, meddling for in our prayers for so long. The judge recognized our grievance and waived all our bonds and duties to the Lord. We can finally strike out on our own. At last we can live as free men. The first day of our freedom, Havel, not much of a village yet, but to my mind is better than the most palace, the most fantastic palace. Walker filmed our home with hazelwood smoke to drive out evil. Burned Martine under the gate to make sure no thieves crossed our threshold, and then he gave me a bracelet. Loveliest I ever seen. Mother said it's foolish to spend so much on babble when we have it plows nor holes. Gave me something nice. And that's we ought to return it to the merchant. Over my dead body, I'll take it off. I'll always be there to remember me of. It'll always be there to remind me of Valkyr, or how happy we were that day. They said the Lord is coming to see us, that he wants to make a deal to beg us to return to the village. They say he claimed calm since his son died, that he's not quick to anger about small sights. Well, we'll see one way or another. No intention to move 1 inch from here.
Grass around the well scorched. Bodies dried to a crisp. Signs of burns. All signs point to a new wraith.
Hey, moon. Let's say spectre oil, so I can make some. I gotta make some of that. Senior and shine. Despite what's commonly thought, peasants do not interrupt their labors at midday to get out of the sun. They do so to avoid noon rafts. Despite what is commonly thought, peasants do not interrupt their labors at midday to get out of the sun. They do it to avoid noon race. On particular searing summer days, when the sun reaches its zenith, rafts will at times appear, resembling sun-scorched women dressed in long white robes. These are not noon reefs. The spirits of young women and girls who died violent deaths right before their weddings, driven mad with pain or anger, they wander the field searching for their unfaithful lovers or backstabbing rifles, though they will kill anyone who does not get out of their way in time. They are often held in the world by some object of intense emotional significance. That is why, if one ever finds a wedding ring or a turned veil in the middle of a field, one should not pick it up, but instead back away as quickly as possible. And Devil by the Well is this the lady. She's a new reef. The resident of White Orchard has suffered more than their fair share of misfortunes. Passing armies of trampled through their springs planet, and griffins have begun abducting their livestock, and they're riding ice on the painful cake. A new reef hunted a nearby well. No wonder the locals call this final evil a devil. The witcher could sense something bounded her to the place, and this in order to send her off into the eternal realms. He would first need to find her secret, learn her secret. Once that was done, he would have to prepare for the battle, and a Noon Reef is a demanding opponent. She can disorient her victims by blinding him and create a mirror image of herself. These copies slowly suck the victim's life away, while their mistress remain untouchable. In order to defeat her, the Witcher could only rely on his silver alone. The yearning sound would also be needed to trap her and forces to take her on to material form. I'm gonna read them this when we get a chance to. So, come at noon, and I need moon dust. Let's see, 4 flowers.
Something's tied the Noon Wraith to this place. An object. Something she needs before she'll leave this world. Body. Can't reach it from here. Lucky not to come up empty-handed. A bracelet with an inscription. To Claire, from Volker. Bracelet must have belonged to the woman in the well. Lovely craftsmanship, but I'll have to burn it with the body to get rid of the Noon Wraith for good. Better do it near the well. circuit rope. Woman the journal belonged to. Must be. Wide pelvis, small jaw. A woman. Around 30, judging by the teeth. Left arm's missing. Need to cremate the remains. Gotta find the object that binds her to this place before I do, though. Was she wearing the bracelet from her husband? Might be why her arm fell off. Let's take another look.
You don't need this. I said we don't got the right stuff for this.
But I'll have to burn it with the body to get rid of the noon wraith for good. Better do it near the well.
You don't need that. Leave it alone. Put it down.
Need to prepare for this fight. Brew some wraith oil. Drink some potions. And the bracelet. Igni. Hey, I think it worked.
Hey,
She's gone.
getting good.
Not so fast, Roach.
See why we kept running on it though, fam. Might run into some shit too.
Job done. The well was haunted by the ghost of a woman who was killed there. I drove it away.
I just hope every unburied wretch don't start haunting us. Well, that battlefield's gonna cause us a heap of trouble.
If they do, you know who to contact. Meanwhile, Claire, Volker, names ring a bell?
I don't know him. Though I did hear our herbalist Tamira mention a Claire once. Same one, maybe? Your reward, Master Witcher. The gold I'd hid away for Mandy's dowry. Without you, she'd never have lived to wed. Now, let's hope for it, at least.
How about that? Never expected to get a dowry.
Nor did I suppose I'd ever give one to a Witcher. Strange times these, wouldn't you say? Strange and sad.
Look at me making money. Where's the herbalist? Guess I'll go to the store.
Faster.
Ooh.
That's it, Roach.
Hey! Anyone?
Lost your key, ma'am?
No, not me key. Me pan. It's always sat there empty, this hut. That is, till the night afore the battle. A man arrived, walked right in like 'twere his own. Standing at my window, peering at the goings-on. He must have heard me, 'cause next I knew, there he was, coming my way. So, I grabbed me pan, for protection, see? But he just asks all polite, Gran, got any birch bark by chance? Lilac berries or even a few coals? Nay, says I. And you must be right daft to pester folk at night with such foolery. But I sees he ain't listening. Just staring at me pan like a magpie at a copper. Lend it to me, Gran. I'll give it back come morn. Was right baffled for what's he doing, frying in the dark. But I've got a soft heart, so I gave it
Alright.
to him.
No age, huh?
Interesting. What happened then?
Then what?
Before dawn, another rode up to the hut. But come morn, only the first fella left. Locked the door, hopped on his horse, and that were all I saw of him. And me pan. 'Twere old, black with soot, not worth much, I suppose. But I've no other. Will you help me, dearie? Bring an old widower pan.
Of course.
I could never break down that door myself. And in truth, I'm afeard to go in any road. Such a stench wafting out. Methinks the other fellow, well, that he's lying there.
Never taken on a pan contract. Fine, I'll go in, look around. You should wait here, just in case.
Or just push down the door.
A corpse. Explains the stench. Cracked monocle. Interesting.
What's that, dearie?
Nothing. Nothing. His throat. He was garroted. And some old scars. Kind of soldier might have.
But when I gab to myself, they say I'm going barmy.
Ah, the priceless frying pan. Scrubbed clean. Looks like the mystery man didn't need the pen so much as the soot off it to make ink, write letters.
Found the pan, have ye?
Documents, almost entirely burned. A few pieces still legible.
Found the pan, have ye?
And when we arranged to meet, the fuckers show up. I did risk my life in the entire blast operation and ended up standing there with my plotting penis in my hands, waiting for nothing. I thought the Nilfgaardian army was better organized than that, but you are a liability. Tell the blessed Lord General of yours that me and my companion didn't hold grudges, so we won't break off negotiations, but since our old plan's gone tits up, this time we choose the time and place for the next meeting.
His throat, he was garroted. And some old scars. Kind of soldier might have.
Found the pan, have ye?
Here, your frying pan.
Mine? But mine were black with soot. And I could see myself in this one if I wanted. But them years are past.
It was the soot the man needed. He scraped it off to make ink. Must have had an urgent letter to write. Urgently burned some other documents too.
And the other fellow?
Dead. Round up a few boys and bury him outside the village. Deep, so the necrophages don't dig him up. And take my advice. Don't mention this to the Nilfgaardians.
Hang about! You've earned a token of thanks. Here, sonny, for the road.
Money.
Fry up a nice white fish.
What was it?
Run, Roach.
Where's some apple juice?
Come on.
So whom we may concern by the order of the Legion Commander. The man bearing these massifs are to be escorted north to the border post near Oxford, where they will find a remnant division waiting for them as noble-born tenants. They are under specific protection and not of a harm on their heads to be harmed. Not a hair on their head should be harmed. Everything they carry is the private property and is to remain in their possession. Any failure to heed these orders will be punishable. They dead. Oh. I wonder we're losing the war. With cowardly for soldiers, all it took were a few arrows and a wallop of the base for seasoning, and that was that. Battle was over, and the whole convoy was ours for the picking. Maybe they, maybe they were having such a hard time of it because of all the vodka they were carrying. Our brave warriors must have a sip from time to time, with obvious results when we're seeing double. It's damn hard to hit your target. Take everything we gathered to the chubby, then fix it as quick as you can, except that showy paradise shite. You have to bury or burn that. I reckon someone might recognize the insignia, and we'll be in trouble.
Come on, Roach. Magic. A place of power. Medallion's humming. Place of power. It's gotta be.
Don't be unreasonable. Military camp. No locals allowed without the express consent of the garrison commander.
I look like a local to you?
You look like trouble.
Dead wrong. I make trouble go away. I'm a witcher.
A witcher? Captain Peter Sugwin Levy is in the tower. Turn right, past the gate.
Guessing your captain's got work for me.
This is the army, Nordling. There is no guessing.
To the tower. Go.
Ekelain ted at the game.
Yes.
Et Avon e Alba. Goltais Griffin is Angel. Epur.
We have much work to do requisition the share of your harvest.
Aye, Your Excellency.
I know there is little left in your granaries, but soldiers are men.
Password.
Dunno any.
So, out for a little walkie, eh? Counting the Emperor's swords to lull you to sleep? Well, in the army, we've a place for nosy ramblers. The scaffold.
And thick-skulled quartermasters, they got a place.
You're clearly skilled at banter. And haggling? You got a knack for that as well?
Show me what you're peddling. holding up around here? You boys think you can win this thing?
Ah, a spy after all. Or one to stir trouble.
Neither. Just curious.
Right. Well, tell anyone who cares we will win this war, because Radovid is mad, as everyone knows, and we've an extraordinarily well-drilled and well-supplied army. Incidentally, did you wish to buy something?
So long.
How much grain will your village give?
Whatever you say, Your Excellency.
Look at my hands. Look. See the calluses? These are not the hands of an excellency, but of a farmer. So we speak peasant to peasant. How much can you give?
40 bushels. There'd be more, sir, but our lads, the Temerians, that is, took from us earlier and...
You will give 30, and that will do. Let us settle on it, and I wish to see the transport soon.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
I summoned only the Elderman and the smith, Willis. But it is said he is a dwarf. You are too tall to be him.
Very perceptive of you. Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Vatgar. This explains why I did not hear your footsteps. What do you seek here?
Yennefer of Vengerberg. Where was she headed?
That is a military secret.
Haven't thrown me out yet. Haven't called the guards. So go ahead. What's your price?
There is a griffin in the area. Slay it. And then I shall see what I can do.
Why do you care about this griffin?
Because I care about people. The beast has killed 10 already, including a few of my men. To hunt it, I would need to mobilize the entire garrison, comb the woods, organize a batu. Simply impossible.
Too big a hassle?
No, too high a risk. I cannot disperse my forces. Temeria's army we have crushed, but its common folk remain, ready to answer a call to arms. So, as to this griffin, I can sit on my hands, or hire a professional.
It's a deal. Some questions before I start. Know where the griffin has its lair?
It kept to the Vulpine Woods at first. I sent a patrol there, 5 young men. A hunter found them 2 days on. They only recognized them because they wore our plate. Since then, the griffin has grown bold. Attacks in villages, fields, on the main road.
Meaning it's abandoned its lair. Gonna have to set a trap.
I judge from your tone this will not be easy. What do you require?
Need more information about this griffin. Its sex, why it's abandoned its lair.
Shall I bring you witnesses?
They won't say anything I don't already know. I need to go where your men died. Look around. What's the name of the hunter who found them?
Mislav. He has a hut south of the village, very near the wood. Helpful fellow.
I need some oil too.
Strange, though.
I'll need bait. A specific herb. Buckthorn. Scent should lure the griffin from 10 miles off.
Buckthorn? I do not know this. But I am not yet fluent in the common tongue.
Probably mastered the basics, though. Hands up. Kill them.
No. First came idioms. Don't play with fire, for example. Go to Tomira, an herbalist. She lives near the crossroads. She
Sound like
will
that
aid
to
you.
me.
Tamira and Mislav. Thanks.
Es sunt jakten.
This, that's what you look like.
Oh! Make way.
Medeta, Estreth Esen Novigrad.
I'm gonna try to have some drip, but for right now, you know, I really don't got no drip, so I can't really have too much. You ain't walking around like this all game.
Is it true? Northern women bathe but once every...
I hope not. I need to meditate, huh? I'm running the whole day. Do more quick move.
What happened?
Monsters. Monsters from the swamp. Folks said the road was fraught with peril, but I wouldn't listen. Got my comeuppance now.
Less moaning, more details. What happened, and how can I help? And remember, I don't work for free. Witcher's code and all.
Well, was on my way to the Black Ones to trade. Suddenly my horse got spooked, ran clear off the road. We hit a bump, I went flying and the horse and cart rolled on. Then I heard bubbling, neighing, slurping. Something came out from the muck, devoured Asher, hooves and all. No doubt my goods are still on the cart, but I'm too afeard to go and see. Thought maybe you... I'm most concerned about a little box. Bring it to me. I beg you.
Fine, I'll go. Let you know if I find that box.
I just came from there. Down there died.
Cart tracks. Rode off into the swamp. Here's the cart. Cart's riddled with arrows. Cart's riddled with arrows. I should take a look around. Square in the neck. Good shot. Either the merchant's got serious memory problems, or he's lying. Must be that box he mentioned. Splattered with blood. Human blood.
Oh, and you find the box?
Yeah, found your priceless chest. And someone who looks an awful lot like a cart driver, with an arrow through his neck. No dryads in these swamps, and never known a drowner or a water hack to use a bow. So lacking any other suspects, I'm guessing.
Watch out! Behind you!
There's nothing behind me. I'm a witcher, I'd have heard it. Just like I can hear your heart, which is pounding, like a liar's. Best hope you're a better rider than you are a liar. Giddy up. Not so fast, Roach. Gotta get him out of here. Wake up. See? Can't run from the truth. Not even on horseback. Now who are you, and why'd you attack that cart?
Private First Class John Gilmer, Temerian 6th Division, 2nd Regiment. Disbanded, but still active. Underground, in the woods. That was a medical transport. I'd be damned if it reached the Black Ones. And the medicine, our lads could use it too. We've many ill among us. You let me go, and they might live, and fight once more for a free North.
Whose side am I supposed to be on?
Fine. Go. And may you and your soldier buddies hiding in the bushes be victorious in your struggle against Nilfgaard.
Just not Nilfgaard.
You've a vile sense of humor. But you're a decent man. Here, the gold I promised. Use it well. Drink to the silver lilies, and to Foltest's memory.
Maybe I made the wrong decision.
Bad time?
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets, the red bloom. Well, well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can hope to do for her.
Griffin do that to her?
To Lena?
Well,
yes.
got her
Attacked her
together.
At night, she was walking in the woods.
At
Well,
night, through the woods? In wartime?
well, that sounds like,
The young, you know, do foolish things for love.
yeah.
Wounds are healing, but she will die. Blood's pooling in her skull. Nothing my bruise can do to help.
Could try to help her with one of my potions. Swallow can heal internal hemorrhages.
But
Witcher's potions aren't for humans.
she'll die as it is.
Yes, A peaceful death soothed by your concoctions. If I give her swallow and something goes wrong, the whole village will hear her screams.
I understand. Do as you will.
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking... A few years ago, we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. The whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sars, something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
Doubt Emperor Emir cares about you, but this captain just might. Seems like a decent man.
There are no decent men in the army. They're only orders.
Not from here, are you? A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe next time. Yes?
Got any herbs you're willing to sell?
I'm sure I can find something.
Tell me something about yourself. What's your story?
A sad one. Do you know the Temple of Melitele in Alanda?
Do I know it? Can't remember how many times I've been there. How many times Mother Neneka stitched me up.
We must have missed each other. I started to become a healer under Mother Neneka. I was but 18 when they took me in. An age at which teachings interest one far less than love. There was a boy, Goslav. He'd bare his chest to work. The novices couldn't keep their eyes off him, tripped over their own feet, dropped things. I left the temple for him. We passed a lovely summer together, and then he left. Neneke refused to take me back. My parents uttered not a word. Gave me a travel cloak and a small coin pouch. I struggled long to find a place where I'd feel safe, needed, until I finally arrived here. End of story.
Yeah.
Listen, ever heard of a woman named Claire? Lived around here?
Heard of her? A mild way to put it. Claire was a friend. The only person dear to me in all of White Orchard. Until her husband, Volker, quarreled with the lord of the manor. He then gathered the family, moved out into the woods to start a new settlement. The lord and his retinue rode there to convince them to return. They were to be civil. No forcing, no bloodshed. But you saw. Word is Claire said something about the Lord's son, Florian. Something that made the Lord furious. But who knows the truth?
Lots of misfortune for such a small village.
'Tis so in every village. Even the smallest. You need only ask. But let's not end on a teary note. Here, a bit of solace.
freak.
Oh, mama.
What do you want?
Look at this.
Come on.
Ooh!
Giddy up.
Excuse me.
Good woman, is this the road to Vizine?
To your point. Have you not heard about Griffith?
Yes, the Black is now a Griffith.
Anyone home? Must be out hunting. Trail's fresh. Islov just left home.
You walking like you drunk.
You, Mislov? Hear that?
I don't like a pat.
Wolves? No, wild dogs. Yes, more dangerous than wolves. Dogs more dangerous than wolves? Don't think so.
So,
It's the
that's
truth.
it.
Know why?
No, but I guess you're about to tell me.
Really,
Wolves hunt to fill their bellies. Wild dogs kill for sport.
Just like humans.
Aye. They've learned much from us. Why not cruelty too?
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village. I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
No. Dogs might, though. So step careful now. Come on.
These dogs been a problem for a while now?
Since the war started. Soldier on the march. He'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. But a dog, a kick in passing, no more. So these stray mutts form packs. They're gaunt, guts stuck to their spines, covered in scabies. But they just won't die, because they're clever. More so than foxes. And they hate men something too late. Attacked another one.
I ain't got them together.
Dieter.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. That was before. Well, a long time ago.
I guess we can just now.
Before they
Next
drove
time
me
we
from
gonna
the
do
village.
too.
What did you do?
Nothing. I'm a freak. Sorry. I'd rather not talk about it.
I'm a freak too.
Aye, but of another kind.
If it's lycanthropy, I can help.
What?
Lycanthropy. Werewolves. Handled a few cases in the past. It's usually a simple curse
The
that...
Lord's son, Florian, and I, we loved each other.
Ah, you gay.
Dieter walked in on us in the stables. They drove me away. Florian hanged himself. Lord started drinking, and the estate fell into ruin. That's the long and short of it.
I'm sorry.
Ancient history now. I was to show you where I found the Nilfgaardians. Come.
Griffin, know anything about it?
Not much. Not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No griffin can hear me nor spy me.
Man, you know, snatch your mans up, that'd be funny.
'Twas here. One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
Nothing to mourn. They were Nilfgaardians.
They were lads, like ours, just clad in black plate. Good hunting now.
Uh-oh, what's going on over there? So,
Nilfgaardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them. A camp. Grounds black, saturated with blood. These prints are older and deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians, probably. Griffin's nest. What remains of it, at least. Corpse is a couple of weeks old. Still alive when the Griffin brought him here. Took a long time dying. Bones. Horse. Dog. Human. A few months' worth. Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other Griffin must be a male. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age. Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area. Done all I could. Should talk to Vesemir.
Never underestimate your opponent. This rule is at the core of the Witcher's Code, and for good reason. Proper preparation has saved many Witchers' lives. It is likewise worth the while to brew potions, concoct oils, or visit craftsmen before engaging the combat. Blacksmiths forge weapons, while armorers craft armor. If you expect to battle a strong opponent, you might want to complete some side quests before attacking. This will allow you to gain experience and develop your character, give you a better chance of winning the fight.
Burned. Only a human could do this. Magic. A place of power.
Not for me. I'm gonna be the guy that like raise my shit up when I know what I need to raise it up for. You know, point in me trying to build a specific character. I know I'm gonna be into potions. Be able to not die. And potions help you. Especially on the harder levels. I heard. I heard. I guess it's still something. Sorry. There we go. Nope. Nope. Looks like it been going there. It's over. For me. Boy.
welcome to our shithole.
What next? The flood?
A return customer. Welcome. What can I do for you this time?
Show me what you got.
That's crazy, but I've been over here home for 6 months. I can't even do nothing about it.
I'd like you to forge something for me.
I just messed up. I'm spending that money I didn't have.
So long.
I
A
should sell the
return
black
customer.
one.
Welcome.
Show me what you got. So long.
Let
He's
it
still
rain.
up in the bar.
Wash the blood from the fields.
Yeah, but
Good man. Whose field is that, the other side of the river?
by the wood, boy in Climmix. Good lad, Master Witcher. Though he...
Where do I get my stuff from?
Something else you'll be needing.
Nilfgaardian rule to your liking?
What's there to like? 'Tis the same as any other. They tax us, requisition this or that. But they do keep the peace in the village, I'll grant 'em that.
You don't mourn Temeria's passing?
I mourned it round half a year back, when King Foltest was cut down. Now I just want peace.
Got anything interesting under the counter?
Depends what you're after. Have a look.
Poor.
Farewell.
My gran told me about the sluice.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Realize it's been half a year since we hunted down that fiend in Varun?
Yes. Well, that was more than a fiend. What was that bastard's name? Drugan? May the soil lie light upon him. Things used to be simpler. Monsters were bad, humans good. Now, everything's all confused.
Used to be exactly the same. You've just forgotten.
Do well not to point up my age. You're near a century old yourself.
Yes, sir. Huh? Finish eating your food, then when I run your shower, okay? Hello. Sorry about that, guys. Hold the phone with my mom.
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of a Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennefer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin for him. What else could he want from two witches? Go on. Tell me what you know.
Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a lure, set a trap.
And how's that going?
Learned some things. It's a male, had its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgaardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse.
Got the buckthorn.
Ought to work like a charm. Powerful scent.
More like stench.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss, standard smells of the countryside. Remember Tredegor? Hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap? You spent half the next day bathing, scrubbing yourself.
How can I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up?
Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
I'm ready. No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to ambush it.
Picked one out already, other side of the stream. There's fields and a grove. Plenty of room and far enough so no one will get in our way.
Good. Meet you there.
Machine for 5 days to try and see if these little mini finger cups exist. They're always featured on the front of these things, but you never seem to get them. You always get this nonsense bullcrap. Check this first one out. Look at this, 50 cents in and I got zilch. Let's see if second time's a charm. Yes, it is. We got a red capsule. Took it home, opened it, and inside was actually something that was featured on the front of the machine here. Was it solid gold? I don't know. Piece broke off. I've been at this vending machine for...
Did you know that in Avengers Endgame, in the support group scene, the man with glasses is Jim Starlin, the creator of Thanos from the Marvel Comics? Did you know that?
Crazy ending to the Giants and Dodgers game. This one's in play. They come home to get the out. JT has to run back to third base, and here's where all the action happens. 2 men on a base. Base goes to the lead runner. So as soon as Posey tags Turner, nothing happens. For the trail runner, it's basically like he's not even on the base because it only goes to the lead runner. So he tags the trail runner, and you can see the umpire point at him and say, "You're out." Everyone kind of forgets the rule for a moment because Justin Turner thinks that he's out because he got tagged. Posey chooses the wrong guy. You can see Chris Bryant saying, no, tag this guy. But he...
Hey, how'd it go? Let me see it. No, unwrap it. All right, sorry guys, that was the last time. I had to finish talking with my mama.
Me gran told me about the Smith boy. Lad went
Oh,
missing one
mama.
day, so folk nabbed a witchman that was hunting nearby. Started poking him, asking. When he started twisting and squirming, so wham bam, they knocked him.
Greetings.
Let me have a look at your stock.
Stop all that splashing, sir. They gonna have that floor wet. They gonna slip and fall. They gonna start crying and try to blame me.
Take care.
Sure, not so sure. Who knows? Will you go to the well in Hovel instead?
Not on my life. I'd be ill than disturb a ghost.
Slow now. Whoa. A stream, amber waves of grain. Charming place. Perfect for an ambush.
I know how to choose them. So, ready?
I need a minute.
I just need to look at these posters and
Drag
make sure.
the man out of the tavern and then... Fine, but hurry. Well, Slowpoke.
I couldn't
Ready?
find it.
Let's start. Wind's good. Bait's scent will spread quickly.
Now all we have to do is wait. Come on. We can cower in the shade of those birches.
So tell me, once we find Yennefer, what'll you do? Got your eye on a contract?
No. I'll go to Kaer Morhen.
Little early to settle in for the winter.
Snows are a way off, yes. And that's what worries me. Nilfgaard's crossed the Pontar in the east. Puts them maybe a week's march from Kaer Morhen. If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes... well, we need to cover our tracks, hide our paths. Speaking of winter and wintering, think you'll come this year?
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
Hear that? It's close.
Let's go give it a warm welcome.
Wait. Take this.
A crossbow.
Won it in a card game while you ran around. might come in handy.
Look at
I'll
that.
hit you with a crossbow.
Oh wow, that looks nice. I don't know about $300, but yeah, that's nice. Who was it, who made it them? I'm about to look him up. I don't know what's his name of it. Okay, okay. Where you gonna hang it up at? Yeah, that does look nice. The more I look at it, though. I appreciate it. Don't forget the number, Mama. Okay.
Breaking with tradition? Stop talking. Got a griffin to kill. Watch out! It's about to dive! Time to end this.
Woo!
Not good. Damn! It's fast!
No way! I was out the way. Ain't no way I was out the way. Ain't no way I was out the way.
Hear that? It's close. Let's go give it a warm. Wait. A crossbow. Want it in a cart. How about that? Always lectured us on the evils, but you're a gambler yourself. Stop talking. Got a griffin.
Might as well take advantage, huh?
Watch out! It's about to dive! It's fast!
God, sleep.
Yes. Wanted. Oh, stop.
Watch out! It's about to dive! Damn! It's fast! Don't let it get away! Move it! Who's next? Come on, at them!
Oh my freaking goodness. Jumped the wrong way, guys. Jumped the wrong way.
Let's go!
Come on now.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
Not bad. Not bad. Though you could stand to improve some things.
You okay, sir?
For example?
Upward vertical strike. It's too obvious. But more on that later. Take the Griffin's head to the Black Ones. I'll ready our horses. Meet me at the inn.
Giddy up.
That's it, Roach.
Kings do the fighting. Peasants do the dying.
Blew it. Hey.
Come on.
Is it true? Northern women bathe but once every 3
Move it.
moons?
Watch it better, Nordling.
What the hell is this? You take me for a blind man or a fool? This
Oh, that's
grain
bigger
is
than my nose,
rotten.
huh?
I didn't know.
So, a fool. Damn it, you never learn. Military Codex, Article 2, Section 3. For the delivery of defective goods, 15 lashes with a knout. Make it so.
Oh, no, no! By the gods, no!
What?
Guess you've dropped your good uncle act.
It was no act. I extended a hand to these people. They spat on it.
Could it be because it held the sword that killed their loved ones?
Tja, a moralist. And what would you do in my stead?
Wouldn't ever be in your stead.
Tell me why you've come.
Fulfilled my end of the bargain. Your turn. Where'd Yennefer go?
To Vizima.
She was a day's ride from here the whole time? Under my nose? Might have said so.
Yes, I might have. But you would not have killed the griffin. Tit for tat. Halt! We are not done. It's yours, this gold. I would not want you to say you were inadequately compensated.
I was definitely gonna take my money.
What do you want, Wanderer?
Nothing. Open it all, sir.
Loar and I'd faith. Yeah.
Please, no more!
Barbarians.
Yo, daddy. Oh, this is more than the fuck we wanna go home.
Move it!
Shut up. Wasn't me. Excuse me.
Don't touch me.
It's raining, it's pouring, and
Yennefer's in Vizima. Got a few friends there, so... Something wrong?
Look around. Trouble brewing.
Time we were on our way.
Mm-hmm. I'll buy some provisions for the journey. Then we'll go. Geralt, we should stay out of it. Just this once.
What happened to the lilies?
Took him down.
Took them down to hang a golden sun there now.
I cannot show Temerian colours. They'll come and burn the tavern down.
Maybe it's true what they say. You fond of the Imperials? You Nilfgaard's whore?
Wow. I will let that
Let
stop.
that pass. I know grief eats at your heart.
You know shit. They hanged my sister, dragged her out the cloister like a dog. Said Nilfgaard's no place for superstition, that they don't fear the wrath of the gods. And you, do you fear it? If not for Annie, your child would have choked on its navel string. You owe your son to
Let
my sister
go!
attending to the birth, and you don't fear the gods' wrath. You don't fear it, you cunt! Leave me be!
Recognize this medallion? You know what it means. Back off.
You all right?
They say witches steal young'uns. That true. What the Emperor promise you, freaks? Your own land? Like he did the elves once?
Get out, all of you.
We ain't going nowhere. And neither are you.
They won't back down now.
I can see that.
What? Lost your nerve?
I'll whip off your mouth!
It's all right. It's over.
Leave me be!
He
Get away!
caused it.
See his face! God save us!
Be gone. And don't ever come back.
So much for not getting involved. Come on, let's go.
That brawl, we didn't start it.
Excuses, excuses. You've not changed a bit.
Yen? How?
I received a report about a witcher who'd appeared in White Orchard. I knew it was you, looking for me. I might have waited until you found me, but you know me. Patience has never been my strong suit. It's good to see you, Geralt. I'd even embrace you. Were you not covered in blood?
Sorry. Wasn't expecting to see you. To be honest, this isn't at all how I imagined we'd meet.
How did you imagine it?
You didn't imagine you'd have a Nilfgaardian escort. Don't get me wrong, Yennefer. I'm glad to see you. But I do think you owe us an explanation.
And I shall provide it. In Vizima. Ready your horses.
We can talk here. Some charming orchards nearby. In bloom even, so you almost can't smell the corpses.
A tempting proposition. Sadly, I must say no. You see, someone awaits you in Vizima. Someone who doesn't like to be kept waiting. Emperor Emir var Emrys, or, to those on more intimate terms with him, the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Doubt I number among that group. Far as I remember, last time we saw each other, he wanted to kill me.
Well, now he wishes to make you an offer.
The kind one can't refuse?
I didn't, though I could have.
Fine. Guess I'm willing to hear him out.
The Emperor of Nilfgaard, Lord of Metina, Ebbing and Gamera, Sovereign of Nazaire and Vicovaro will feel honored, I'm sure.
What about you?
I'm going in the opposite direction. I somehow doubt the Emperor's invitation mentioned me. Besides, I've got things to do at Kaer Morhen, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Thanks for your help, Vesemir. See you soon.
How's your horse? Swift?
Can't complain. Why do you ask?
I'd like to be back behind some thick city walls as soon as possible.
Hey. I remember a little bit of this. You know, run to the white, what's it called? White Wild.
You know, I had a dream about you recently.
Knowing you, it was probably filthy.
Just the beginning. But then...
But then... We shall talk of this tomorrow, all right? After the audience.
This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead. After many trials and tribulations, Geralt finally learned that Yen was in nearby Vizima.
Ooh, excuse me.
It must suffice.
Thinkamir cares if I'm clean.
The gentleman will refer to His Imperial Majesty by his full title or not at all. The gentleman will be seated on the bergère.
The what now?
In that chair. Tetwin, please shave the gentleman's sideburns to half an inch.
Fine. Then what? Gonna do my nails too?
If time permits. Sadly, the day is short, while the list of hygienic and cosmetic treatments that the gentleman should undergo is really rather long.
Tilt your head back, please, and sit still.
And prepare to answer some questions.
General, I am not certain this is the appropriate time.
I can't think of a better time. Men turn honest when they feel a blade at their throat. Morvran Voris, commander of the Alba Division. Before they take you in to see the Emperor, Witcher, there's some information I need you to verify. It's a formality, but one that must be seen to.
Sure. Paperwork's gotta be in order.
So, Geralt of Rivia. Place of birth unknown. Parents unknown. Age unknown. All insignificant details. Let us proceed to more recent events. The siege of La Valette Castle. The fate of the defending commander, one Arian.
Foltest ordered me to clear the path. The boy stood in my way.
Cutting down the La Valette heir. This made no impression on you? I suppose it wouldn't. What's some baron to an assassin of kings? Moving on. You then found shelter in charming Flotsam, and from there made your way to Vergen. My question is how?
I left Flotsam with Yorvith, commander of a Squirtel unit.
A slayer of monsters and a slayer of men. You forge interesting alliances.
Something tells me my most interesting is yet to come. Go on, next question, before my beard grows back in.
We shall shave you again if it does. Very well. The infamous summit at Loch Muin. You were there. And once again meddled in the affairs of the mighty.
Not at all. I meddled in a personal affair. Helped Yorvith lift the spell that held Saskia.
Yes. And in doing so, gave Radovid a reason to begin his witch hunts. Congratulations.
Nilfgaard recently started a war, unprovoked. So do us both a favor and stop moralizing.
The gentleman must sit still. I'm almost done.
I'm afraid I might find that difficult. Because, from what I know, shortly afterwards you watched a defective megascope blow your friend Sheila de Tunsil to bits.
I watched her get in the megascope, but ultimately freed her. From the trap your man Letho of Gullet had set. Write that down. I want to be sure the paperwork's in order now.
Well, national interest calls on one to forge difficult alliances at times. Alliances with witches included.
That an ongoing alliance? What's Letho up to?
I had hoped you would answer that question.
Ah, so Letho's hiding from you. Must have a good reason. Was there a shift in national interest that might have caused that? I don't know where he is. Wouldn't tell you if I did anyway. Blade or no blade to my throat.
I believe that is all. Your signature, please, affirming you stated the whole truth and nothing but the truth on pain of imprisonment or death, etc., etc. Here and here.
With these formalities seen to, I would ask the General to leave the room. We shall be choosing the gentleman's attire. An important matter, but one that does not require the General's assistance.
Shame. I might have given you some advice. So long, Geralt. Good luck with your audience.
Huh?
Feels more like I'm being readied for a wedding.
Were that so, I would have prepared the gentleman a frog.
Who got the cook? So who got the cook? I had to go get some. Take me to work. You said what? That's all up to you. I'm leaving it up to you. Huh? I don't care. You can take me to work. What you want to do? Pork chops, rice and gravy, and some green beans. That's right. How am I saying you actually all of this, baby? Gravy don't taste like this. I ain't trying. If also I'm gonna get some dry gravy. It was too far, you know. Just in case. You are. I wasn't expecting you to say that. What you expecting me to say? What you expecting me to say? Some shrimp fried rice? Some spaghetti and chicken and salad? Spaghetti, chicken, and salad? Uh-huh. Spaghetti with some chicken and the salad. You don't want to make the pork chop rice and gravy? I'll make it. With green beans? I don't mind making it. I can make that. Make sure we got everything before we go. I want to fry them. Fry them? Yeah. Put my gravy. Give my gravy to turn out better. Fry them. What time you work? 4. I walked outside this morning, and there was a straw on the ground down there. I said, there go your straw. I ordered from McDonald's this morning, and they ain't bringing my hash brown. Damn. I want to see this bitch. Just a bit. Nothing right if you don't go there. That's for sure. You better start using Grubhub. Seems like they be better. Oh, what's the play? True. I don't know. I don't really have bad experiences with Grubhub. I had fun last night. I'm glad you did. I had a great time too. Why are you laughing at me again? I wasn't laughing at you. That's not what you said. What was funny about what I said? Because it came out of nowhere. Like the other time. You funny. Yeah, we gotta do that again sometime. Whenever you let me. Tonight.